Hi guys, thanks for dropping by my How on Earth series. In this particular episode, the title, as you can see, which is on my book, How on Earth Do I Build Suspense in My Story? And there's a simple answer to that, and the answer is you've got to become the character yourself. Now, I'm Colin R. Parsons, as you know through watching my videos. I've written 15 children's books. I've also written three books as Jake Ridge, my adult crime fiction series, which is fantasy. And I've had to put suspense in a lot of my stuff. It makes for a more exciting story. It makes for a compelling series. If you've got an edge of a thriller in there, it does pull you in. You can have all the relationships between the characters and stuff, and you can have all the backgrounds and everything set in place, but it's the actual suspense part, to build up an ambience, to build up that nail-biting part that if you're watching a movie, you're gripped, you're on the edge of your seat, and you need to create that in the actual story or in your novel or whatever you're doing. So the only way I can do it, like I said, is if I become the character that I'm writing about. And I immerse myself into the set, into the actual situation that that person is in. Now, in order to do this, I can actually try and portray it to you as like a scene from a movie, only I'd be writing this and it would be all in my head. So this is how I would do it. So just picture that somebody's walking through maybe a house, the rooms are dark, he's looking for somebody, he knows maybe, I've got a male character, I don't know what to call him, or maybe even a female character for a change. And we have a female character, let's call her, I don't know, Wendy. Right, so you've got Wendy there. Maybe she's looking for something or somebody's been kidnapped or taken away and they're in this house, or maybe she's being chased by someone, kind of a scenario you expect to watch or read about, and she's got to go through this get past this next door. She's in a, like I said, a darkened room. She doesn't want to be she doesn't want to make a highlight of herself. She doesn't want people to know she's there, but she doesn't want to go through to the next room either. So in order to build this up, you've got to slow it down. Slow it down in your mind. Slow it down as if it's a slow-mo movie. So you can say she stood there. She knew that she had to get through to the next room, but she didn't know what lay beyond that door. She could feel her heart beating so hard in her chest, it felt like it was going to explode out into the room. With her heart beating so hard and so fast, it took her breath away, and she could barely breathe. It was thump, thump, thumping inside her throat even. Wendy looked at the door handle. It was only a matter of a couple of feet away from her. She swallowed hard. The inside of her throat was dry, her mouth was dry. She ran her tongue on the inside of her cheeks and the roof of her mouth just to create some spit to try and moisten her mouth. She knew she had to grab the door handle. Boy, this was scary. She reached out with trembling hands, her fingers she could barely keep control of. Her eyes were fixated on the door handle. She could just about make the glint of the brass. She swallowed again, almost to the point of passing out. She felt like she was going to throw up. A bead of sweat dripped down her brow and into her eye. The salt in the sweat made her eyes sting. She could feel snot begin to run out from her nostrils and tinge the top of her lip. She felt like she was literally going to die there and then. Her hand was shaking so hard it felt like she was in an earthquake. She grasped very tentatively the handle, which was cold and smooth to the touch. She almost screamed out. She didn't want to create any attention to herself, and then she kept as quiet as possible. And she slowly and surely began to twist the handle. Click, click, click. The sounds of the springs inside the metal mechanism echoed throughout the room, giving her away. She clenched her eyes almost shut, squinting, looking at what she was doing. Tears formed and dripped down her cheeks. Her eyes flashed. The door was open, and she looked inside. I don't know if that is what you're looking for. You've got to build that up. You've got to slow it down. I don't know where she's going. This is just off the top of my head as I started this video off. What's in the next room? What's waiting for her? There could be somebody inside who's going to kill her. She's trying to get away from somebody. She's trying to find something. She may be a detective. She may be a victim. You don't know. But it's the build-up, the ambience, the ultimate terror of just grabbing a door handle just to open it and reveal what's in front of her. Look, thanks very much for following these How on Earth episodes of my series. How on earth do I build a suspense in my story? There you go with that one. I hope you're enjoying what I'm giving to you in these episodes. And like I said, I'm Colin R. Parsons. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, if you'd like to drop a comment, I would be totally over the moon. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you soon on the next one. Bye for now.